us. Okay, so the question is, if you could answer this for me, guys, I'll be very appreciative. If the chaser gives up and moves on, what happens? Does it mean it's over? Mate, that took me back a fair bit. I'm thinking that's a very interesting question, because you've got the runner and chaser with regards to the twin flame. What do you think, Jack? I'll leave that with you. What do you think?
I guess it depends. There is, as far as I am thinking, there has to be a certain time, I guess, for each individual to work on themselves individually. And there is always a choice to come back if you want to, but you don't have to. I mean, I think that's up to each individual. They could be gone forever. I mean, it's possible, but I like to think that there is a coming together once you guys are fully healed at some point. But at what point in the journey, even if it's in this lifetime, I don't know if it's even in this lifetime. Maybe the lessons won't be healed within this lifetime. So I don't know if I have a solid answer for that one yet.
Okay. Look, I got my little opinions on that one. I think that the chaser, it's a big thing. I think you're right, where maybe we have to sort of give up to I think the main thing for me is, if I'm going to stop, I'm working on myself. So you become more aware, so you can become a better person. So if the twin flame comes together, then you've worked on yourself and you become a better person, because obviously they helped you unlock those deep-sided feelings. It's just my, as I said, it's just my opinions on how it all works. But we have to let them go in some ways to actually work on ourselves, because we're opening up a new side of ourselves, and we've got to make sure that we are better for ourselves. And if this twin does come together, obviously the ultimate union, hopefully two souls together, where if I'm doing something, they're doing something too. We will never know. I mean, you never know. You might not be talking to your twin, but hopefully, because
I agree.
Yeah. So hopefully not even talking to them, you're not directly involved with them as such, but you hope that if it's what it is, it's two souls split into one. If you're doing something, they can feel it. They might not admit it, but they're feeling it. They're going, hang on, I'm feeling a funny sensation, or they do something that, some odd behavior, or, something like that. But if you put it to yourself where you're the chaser, it's not a case of giving up. Sometimes you might have to just let them go for the time being, and the time being is letting them go, because you're giving them go for yourself.
There's no determination as to how much time that is.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like some individuals, like we're forgetting sometimes that our partners have, freedom of choice, and they could choose never to talk to you again. And it can happen in this lifetime. And it can be that, unless you're both willing to do the work and stay together, that it's kind of scary, because, when somebody
excuse me,
you at kind of your soul level, that can be, a fearful place for some souls or individuals, and then they just kind of keep running.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's a case of understanding. I think, as I said in the first episode, I'm not sure, you probably agree with me, Jack, for a point, that we do things from the heart. I think I'm learning all this new terminology, actually coming into this. The easiest way for me to describe it without using the terminology is you really got that place in your heart. You're actually walking with your heart. So when the mind comes in, the ego comes in and tries to rule the heart and go, you should, and the ego is just protecting yourself from, whatever it may be, but it overprotects and all those kind of things. So when you actually rule with your heart and you go and do something like from the subconscious level or from your heart, that's the true essence of what you're doing. Whereas if you start thinking about it, that's when you start going, oh, okay, hang on a minute, it's not going to work, la da 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 da. But you have to sort of go within your heart to say, look, I might have to do this for my own good, or this for my own good, or whatever it may be. But everything is, and it's the hardest thing to put your heart on the line. There's one quote I saw, Jack, this week, and it goes, you and me are the same. We wear our heart on our sleeve. That's a great comment, but think about it this way. If you wear your heart on your sleeve, you're exposed totally. Okay, think of the concept. So it's on your sleeve, so you're completely exposed. What if you said you lived it within your heart? So you still had control of it, but you still had the concept of living your heart on your sleeve. Does that make any silly sense? Are you still protecting it?
There's certain people who are like really, really nice, but it's because of some type of a negative attachment, right? It's more about like who you choose, like consciously, actively giving your love to people who deserve it and who reciprocate it. And I don't know, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Wearing your heart on your sleeve sounds like, you get hurt, or you're just like, a bleeding heart. That's a good terminology.
That's a good type, yeah. So you wear your heart on your sleeve. So that when we do when we're in our twin flame, they've opened up this, we'll call it the deep dark cell of stuff that you've got to work on. And you are a person who is unconditional, unjudgmental, wears your heart on your sleeve. You know exactly how you're feeling. It's a scary thing because, that thing there, wearing your heart on your sleeve, you don't have the inner strength within you, or don't do the inner work, or have something that, like insecurities or whatever it may be. It's a scary thing that you might do. You do get hurt, but you have to gratefully say that your twin flame's helping you in that way.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. There's some kind of, the lessons that you learn benefit you in other aspects of your life, not just, that relationship. It really excels you on a lot of different levels, and pushes you to be this better version of yourself, which is the best part about it. The most difficult as well, because a lot of change comes with that.